Oh, hi guys, welcome back to the Welsh Beast YouTube channel. Now I just want to give my thoughts and reaction to Phil Parkinson being named Manager of the Year by the National League. Well deserved in my opinion, and I just want to give my thoughts on, on his performance over the seasons and just my general, opinion of him. But first, thank you to the new subscribers this week. Thank you for your comments. I really do appreciate the comments and the subscriptions and the views. Thank you for interacting and getting involved. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please come on board and help grow the channel and help grow the Welsh Beast brand. Thanks for that. Yes, Super Phil Parkinson has been named Manager of the Year by the National League. No one can complain about this, can they? I think it's very much deserved. In general, the manager of the team that wins the league usually gets the trophy, usually gets this prize, barring something remarkable happening. But I think Phil Parkinson, he deserves it, and I think he's the right man for Wrexham. He's the perfect manager for Wrexham. I'm so impressed with his attitude, his demeanour, his focus, the way he conducts himself amongst all the razzmatazz and outrageous, showbiz glitz and glamour that's happening. He's a steady hand. He's a steady captain of the ship. And like I said, he's the perfect contrast to what's going on. He's no shrinking violet. I think he's dealing with the pressures well. He's dealing with the spotlight very well. But I don't think he's looking for it. He's not a super name. Parkinson, but he's had success throughout his career. He's a winner. He's won promotions with various clubs. He's reached a major cup final with Bradford. He's a winner. He's had success, with a lot of teams. He's a League One manager. He's a trusted, safe pair of hands. And like I said, a solid, dependable manager. But again, he's not a big name. Wrexham now can attract much bigger names. They can attract young, retired players who want to go into management. Big names. Big footballers, big named footballers who fancy a crack at management, would look at Wrexham being now in what is the 4th division. Just left the 5th division. Well, I'll start my career there. I'll have a crack at that. Big name managers who are looking to get back in the game. They'd be interested in Wrexham. Wrexham's a massive club now, as we all know. So they can attract bigger names, but it's not about that. Sometimes you don't want a manager that wants the fame, wants the spotlight. You want someone who operates quietly, consistently, and is focused. Has the right attitude, has the right, the right focus. And I believe Parkinson's the man. He's the right man for this time. He's the right man to deal with everything that's happening. As I've said, he's Wrexham's perfect manager. His experience, his achievements, his personality, his attitude, his character is just perfect for what's happening. And he's a proven winner. And I think he's building a very strong team now. Wrexham have a number of advisors at the club. Sean Harvey, Les Reed, Fleur Robinson, Humphrey Kerr. You have two co-owners and co-chairmen, very hands-on. Very hands-on. How much say does Parkinson have? Some managers want to rule the roost. They want to make all the decisions. They want to be in control. I don't think Parkinson's got that. He has to operate as part of the team. And he's doing that well. Maybe some of these transfers weren't his targets. Maybe he's had to play players and sign players that he didn't initially want. I'm sure the conversations go on amongst everybody and they all agree on the right players and the right targets, but maybe, just maybe, some players come in that Parkinson didn't really want. I mean, that is a possibility, but he doesn't show it. He gets on with it, he's committed, he has the right attitude. And again, the recruitment process at Wrexham has been exceptional, the way they've identified the right targets, and the squad is fantastic now. Parkinson, along with the advisors and board, have built a phenomenal Wrexham team, which I've said and I still say is the best Wrexham squad in history. The work and effort and investment that's gone in is remarkable. And Parkinson is bringing the best out of him now. He's really getting the best out of him. We can see it. You know, he's had tough moments and he doesn't shy away from tough moments. He's had setbacks. The expectation on him is so high. The pressure is so strong and powerful. He's got a lot to deal with and he's been fantastic. He really does get on with it. And like I said, he's faced setbacks. He's faced, bad spells, bad moments of form. I remember being at Yeovil last January. Wrexham would have been about, 6th in the league. They were losing 1-0 at half-time at Yeovil. And Parkinson was getting a right slagging off. The fans around me weren't happy with him. They weren't happy with his style of football. They weren't happy that the club weren't challenging. That was January 2022. That was right at the time that Wrexham kicked on and went on that brilliant run, which they've carried on since then, where they challenged Stockport, reached the FA Trophy final and looked fantastic in the second half of last season. Yeovil was a turning point, but the fans weren't happy. Sometimes the style of football can be a bit of a long ball game. Just smack it down the field and hope. But, there's much more to Wrexham now. They play some fantastic stuff. Now they've got that shape. Now they've got the right players who understand each other. Everybody knows what to do now. Everybody's on the same page. And as I call it, the machine. When it's so organised and it operates as one. It's the machine. And Parkinson has got them playing so well now. He's got them well drilled, well organised, and working together as a team. But as I said, he doesn't shy away from, setbacks. He always faces the music. He always comes out and explains himself, explains his decisions about why he let players go this summer. Honest, fair, to the point. The likes of Hall Johnson, Jake Hyde, the younger players, Brian Austin, why they've let them go. He comes out and says in a very honest and fair way, and he speaks to the media in the same way. After defeats, after bad performances, during bad spells, you don't catch him hiding and making excuses. He confronts the problems head on and he does his best to deal with those problems. And like I said, there's all-round attitude, there's all-round professionalism, and just, ability is just fantastic. I believe he's on a rolling contract, which means it's a 1-year rolling contract, which automatically kicks in, I think on July the 1st or whenever. If he's not let go, they're not going to let him go now, obviously. I hope they stick with him, through League Two. I hope he has the chance to really make a mark on League Two. There's no panic if Wrexham get off to a bad start. Stick with him. Don't panic and just keep working. I don't like managers getting sacked too early. I like clubs to stick with their managers best they can. I didn't want Dean Keats to go. There's talk of Luke Williams, is it, at Notts County. He might be leaving. I read that somewhere, although it might have been on a 2 Bob website just looking for clickbait. But He might fancy a bigger challenge, but why would he leave Notts County? Notts County, like Wrexham, are on their up. They're doing so well. They've got great teams. Fans are buzzing. Everyone's excited. They're on the up. Why would you go elsewhere? Stick with the teams and keep going and keep building and keep progressing. And Parkinson the same. I hope they stick with him if a bad patch comes around the corner. He deserves it. He has the right attitude. And I think he's the right man for the job. He's the right man at the right time. As I said, you don't want someone who makes it about him. You want a manager who is committed to the football. All the documentaries and the media and the fame and glory, that's secondary to Parkinson. He's more interested in the football. Football results and what happens with the ball on the pitch. And that is exactly what Wrexham need at this time. A safe, steady, reliable, talented, focused pair of hands steering the ship. Great news that he's won Manager of the Year. Well deserved, as I said. Fantastic achievements by Wrexham in a gripping title race that thrilled the world. Wrexham breaking records. Notts County breaking a few themselves. So it was a great season. I've just about recovered. We go again. Welsh Beast goes again. Keep watching. More stuff planned. And well done, Phil Parkinson. Let's get ready for the new season. Cheers, guys. And I'll see you on the next video.